their inhuman deeds off on their Darkson slaves. Darksons have borne that stigma ever since, while the Valkyrie became godlike saviors.
Messed up, isn't it?
The victors simply rewrote the history books.
Yep, that's what happens, Chad. History is written by the victors. Badly.
The Barrius ruins promulgate a lie to all but their own descendants as hard fact. Reading about the Valkyrie's power, the true face of these saviors, left me stunned. Yet at the same time, I cannot help but think of how useful it could be to us now. Since then, I've investigated every text and report on the Valkyrie I could find. They lead me to believe that at least a few scions of the Valkyrie must have survived to this day. All across Europa, these rare individuals live and die unaware of their own nature. But history has recorded rare cases of individuals who have awakened to their powers. Their stories share one common thread. All of them suffered grave wounds before awakening. If those accounts are correct, the blood of the Valkyrie stirs at the approach of death. Their power, having slept for thousands of years, bursts awake at one step shy of the end.
Sorry, I'm just laughing because I'm just thinking one thing.
Once awakened, if one of these individuals takes hold of the refined Ragnite arms of their ancestors, they make their mark on history as one of the Valkyrie of old.
It's the Avatar state. Yet you're most powerful, yet you're most vulnerable.
I couldn't stop myself. I stole the Valkyrian lance and shield out of the university archive. Supposedly their blood serves to amplify the Ragnite's natural power. I have no idea what science lies behind it. Perhaps it's a consequence of their origins in the Ragnite-rich northern regions. Regardless of the reason, the Valkyrie's life force itself calls forth a reaction from the stone. The enemy Valkyria decimated our forces on the Magyar plains. I could not afford to stay my hand on account of ethics. I had the rifle, and I forced myself to use it. I shot her. I placed the lance and shield on her unconscious form. I was racked with insecurity and guilt, hands red with blood of my best friend's love. But now I know. The choice I made was right.
Faldio! Hello, Lieutenant Gunther. Is something wrong?
Faldio, where is he?
Sir, Captain Virat just called him in. He left only a minute ago.
Uh-oh. Like, here's the thing, like, that's the sucky thing about war, too. It's just, it's all gray. You know, like, doing ugly things, like, to help win the war. Especially in war, like, there's nothing clean about war, no matter what. You can have a clean, safe war, whatnot, but, like, somewhere along the way, something has to give in terms of, like, ethics and whatnot. Yes, Faldio would technically be wrong for shooting one of our own, but I mean, it was a gamble that paid off. Alicia ended up being, you know, correct in his theory. Alicia was Valkyrie. So, awakening a power like that helped win the side of the battle, so. But at the same time, two wrongs make a right, that sort of thing. It's like, that's the fun thing about that. Like, I can see Faldio's point of view. I remember, like, going like, dude, what the hell? First time I played this, like, Faldio, you suck. But now that I got older, it's like, I see where he comes from. Like, you would do anything to save your homeland from an invasion, right? I feel like. And you hear that story in other games, too. Other things of fiction. You know, people resorting to, like, crazy, desperate acts just in order to, like, protect what's theirs. The only thing that comes into mind off the top of my head would be Ace Combat, the Ace Combat universe, with Belka nuking its own territory to stave a loss. And every other opposing force is just going, oh my god, they launched nukes in their own territory. We need to stop. And thus the Belka War ended. Baldio shot Alicia to awaken her Valkyrie powers and won in the battle. Welkin obviously is going to be pissed. But in terms of the greater good, yeah, it's tough.
Baldio, I'm only going to ask you this once. Was it you who shot Alicia?
Yeah. I shot her.
Tell me why. Why did you have to shoot her?
The people. Gallia needed her. Now let me ask you a question. How else do you think we could have won that battle? If not for Alicia's power, Gallia would have most certainly lost.
I still can't.
And not just this battle. I'm talking about Gallia's future. How else are we supposed to survive Welkin? Caught on either side by giants. It's Alicia. Our Valkyria. She's the only one who can protect us from them.
Wrong. Our side gaining power won't end this war. All it does is escalate the conflict.
Welkin's not wrong either.
That's enough. Listen to each other. You may both be right, but still, you're both very wrong. I don't claim to have the perfect answer either. However, regardless of the reason, attacking one of your own comrades is deplorable. By Gallian military law, I remand you to the stockade until further notice, Baldio. And you, Welkin. 24 hours in isolation for engaging in fisticuffs.
Chapter 15, Citadel Ghirlandaio.
Oh, I think I know what happens here. Yep, I've seen what's going on. I'm curious though if anything unlocks. Just by switching to this. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, nothing. Although, hold on.
Da-da-da-da!
Oh!
I've got new material.
Oh look! Oh look! Oh look! We have 3 side stories. Alicia, Captain Verrat, which I kind of want to do this one. I like this one. And Welkin. Let's buy all of them.
Thanks a million. Thanks a million. Thanks a million. Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, let's check these out. Yeah, look at that. Signs of Awakening. Goes after the Barious Desert.
Report. Signs of Awakening.
Barious once more.
Hey, Welkin.
They called you in too, Faldio?
Yeah, looks like they've got all the squad leaders assembled. Must be something big.
It looks like all of you made it. You've probably already guessed why you're here now. The militia will be staging a suppression op, using all of its forces.
A suppression op, Captain?
As you know, the Empire has a series of camps spread throughout the Barrios Badlands. Each of your squads will work separately to strike them simultaneously.
I see. If we attack them at the same time, we won't have to worry about reinforcements.
Correct. Welkin, your squad will take the camp located atop the northern Barrios Mesa.
Yes, Captain.
The operation begins tomorrow morning. Be sure you're fully rested. Dismissed.
Oh, I think I recognize this one. Mission. Making the Barrios Highlands.
Let me catch you up on the current situation.
Yep, I recognize this now. Remnants of the Empire's force were spotted setting up camp in the highland region of the Barrios Badlands. Their squad will split up between north and south to cut off their escape route. Then you'll have to weather their counter-offensive to make your way to the summit. Your objective here is to occupy their base camp. And since this takes place in the past, we have no Zaka. That's fine, though.
You'll commence combat now. Stay sharp out there.
This one's gonna be big! Be careful out there, Sevens! Squad 7, move out!
What kind of weirdos would set up camp at the top of a rocky hill like this?
Well, gravity makes attacks from high places more dangerous.
Maybe that's it. Either way, we should watch out for fire from above.
Understood. Checkmate.
How is this? Oh. Sucks to be this guy. What?
The hunt continues.
That made no sense.
What's the situation up above? Right, here I go.
Allow me!
Who are these guys?
Watch out for enemies overhead.
I see one. Enemy spotted.
Oh damn, that's a lot of them.
Hostile sighted at 2 o'clock.
turn, okay?
Watch out for enemies overhead. That ladder is a shortcut. Try to climb up higher.
Please hit!
Could I just capture their base camp right now? I feel like I could.
As you wish.
Please be sure to check your ammunition stores.
I've some minor expertise. Prepare yourself!
That did nothing.
Got me pinned down.
I'm ready to go. Hunts to my left, hunts to my right.
Tighten up perimeter defenses.
Next partner.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Found us one. Enemy sighted.
Oh! You know what?
Right, here I go.
Micah.
You think that's enough to stop me? Perfect.
You probably could take this right now.
I'm ready to go. Be a dear and take them all. Shall we dance? Leave them to me. Next partner.
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
Oh. You know what?
This is an order! Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
No problem, boss.
And we win. I killed like 300 guys.
Operation complete. We took their base.
Oh, they took our flag.
Good to see you. Looks like you made it through.
You too. And the other squads are back. Seems the barrier suppression was successful.
Lieutenant Gunther, we've made camp for the night, sir.
Okay, great. Let's finish setting the... Alicia, your arm's bleeding. Are you alright?
Huh? Oh. Something this small should heal up in no time. I'll be fine.
Here, let me take a look. You've been shot. Lucky thing it only hit your arm.
Does it hurt bad?
A little.
It doesn't look too deep, but it still needs to be properly dressed. Sit tight. I'll get you patched up. You still need to finish getting Squad 7 settled.
Thanks, Faldio. I know she'll be in good hands.
Please. Leaving a lady to bleed would go against my gentleman's morals.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Faldio.
An earthly light, which is what Faldio's thing was talking about.
Say Welkin. Already asleep, huh? No worries. I guess I'll just come back tomorrow. Huh? Alicia. What's going on?
It's another big day for Squad 7. Oh, morning, Isara. Here, let me help you with that.
Oh.
Thank you kindly, Alicia. Are you certain your arm is all right?
Fine. Ugh. See? No problem, even with the heavy stuff.
Well, I'm glad. Just be sure you take it slow.
I will. Thanks.
Alicia.
Oh, Faldio. Thanks again for yesterday.
Sure. Tell me, how is your arm doing now?
I woke up this morning and it was all better. It isn't even sore anymore.
Not at all. I've had bruises last a week, and yours was a gunshot.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been quick to recover. Bet you're jealous, huh?
Well, just as long as you're all right. Still, be sure to take it slow.
Isara just said the same thing.
Mo?
Hi, Hans.
Oh, hi, Hans. What, is it time for breakfast?
Breakfast sounds good.
Mo?
I'd better get cooking then. Well, I've got to head off.
Sure. Don't want people going hungry. Alicia.
Alicia gets a new ability because of that. What's the next one? Haste to Home. No. Tide's Awakening. There we go.
Report. What lies beyond hate?
Focusing on Captain Varrett.
Thank you for coming, soldiers. I apologize for the lack of notice. I've called you for a special operation. You'll be liberating Gallian hostages. I'm issuing this order on my own authority. I haven't reported it. I'll bear the risk.
You don't have army clearance? Why not report it, Captain?
There will be no questions. You need only perform the mission as directed. The enemy are what's left of the Thousand Camp. They're holed up in a house on the outskirts of the city. Your objectives are to return all hostages and capture or eliminate all Imperials. The enemy is led by a man named Geld. Georgios Geld. He tortured and murdered Gallians in the First European War. He warrants no pity.
Georgios Geld? Well, is this about...
Prepare for deployment immediately. You are dismissed.
The captain didn't seem like her usual self. It was almost scary.
No surprise there. She's been living the last 20 years to get revenge on Geld.
What? Revenge for what?
Back in EW1, she and I were called into the militia, just like you kids now. She and a buddy of mine, Frederick, were in the same squad and fell for each other hard. But the enemy got Frederick one day. Word is, the enemy captain tortured him to death.
That enemy captain was Georgios Geld.
When the war ended, she stayed on. My guess is it was just for a chance at revenge.
That's terrible. I had no idea.
Yep. And now we're on a vendetta mission. On behalf of Captain Barrett.
Here are your orders.
Those imp cowards are taking civilian hostages and holed up inside a private residence. Squad 7 will enter the site from this point. You can't let them see you coming this time, Lieutenant. If they spot you, those hostages are dead. Begin by making your way to the building undetected. If you don't stay hidden in the grass, they'll spot you. Once you complete your approach, take down all the lookouts at once. If any survive, they'll alert the others. Your objective is to exterminate every imp on the scene. Am I clear? If you stop moving, stay hidden in the grass. If you're seen, kill them all before that phase is through. Once the coast is clear, you'll enter the residence. Free those hostages, disarm the hostiles inside, and hold them. You'll be participating here as a foot soldier, which means you won't be able to issue orders for this mission.
If capturing the enemy is not feasible, then kill them. They merit no mercy.
Yeah, she's missed.
Listen up, my little hostages. You're going to be our shields until we reach the next camp. I recommend against trying anything, or things may get unpleasant for you.
Geld and his men are hiding in that house. There are patrols monitoring the perimeter. Be careful. If they detect your approach, they may harm the hostages. Don't let anyone spot you as you approach the building. If they see you, the mission fails. Once you're close, take out the lookouts. Leave even one, and Geld will know we're here. Those are your orders. Failure is not an option.
Here we go.
How can you not crawl past Alicia?
All units, report.
Do everything you can to stay out of sight.
Stay sharp. No nodding off on patrol duty.
Do their movements follow any set pattern?
Right, here I go.
Take them out one by one.
We're just getting warmed up.
Find a spot you can snipe from. Advanced units have engaged the enemy. Support them.
Just watch this. Vegetables!
Let's do this thing.
Requesting backup.
Should be good, I think.
Captain Geld! It's the Gallians, sir!
My. So they've ignored my kind warning
What?
and come for the hostages. There's nothing for it. We leave the house at once. I'll dispose of the hostages.
No. The
How do we get
mission's
spotted?
failed. Frederick, I'm sorry.
Who spotted us? I'm very